So in this video, you're going to learn about 7 habits that you can implement today to change your life immediately. Guys, when I started to implement these 7 habits, I started to see a change the very next day. Now, I'm not talking about drastic shifts like your whole world is turned on a 360 upside down, but it's more so I started to see just small things about myself where I found myself having, doing things in a certain way or having a bit more discipline in certain areas. And it was just a stacking of that over time. Literally over 2 weeks, I already felt a drastic difference in how I felt and how I was thinking, my self-image, my self-confidence. And it actually led me to getting better results in my life towards my goals. One of them really being my health, which was needing immediate attention at the time. And now I've started to build those habits over this last sort of month and a half, 2 months. And now it's really allowed me to start moving forward, gaining my health back, feeling better, waking up better, having better thought, doing more of my businesses. And it's just allowed me to feel like a better person and feel good about myself, guys. So if that's why you're here, okay, guys, if you're struggling with building certain habits in your life, if you're struggling maybe in your business, in your health, in your personal relationships, in your friendships, family, whatever it may be, guys, right? This video is going to help you out. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what situation you are in life. 7 habits that you can implement today. These are 7 habits that I implemented. That doesn't mean you have to implement every single one of them. I'm sharing with you what's worked for me and what can potentially work for you moving forward. So stay tuned towards the end of the video as well, guys, because I'm going to be sharing a bonus tip, which is really going to essentially put all of these 7 habits together under one massive bracket, which you can actually start going away and implementing right away. Let's get it. What's up, everyone? My name is Zane, and I'm really excited to share with you today these 7 habits. Honestly, they changed my life in so many different ways over these last 2 to 3 months. And by the way, guys, just bear with me because I actually have a bit of a cold. No, it's not the thing. It's not the what it is. I don't want to say the word. It's not that, okay, but it's not the illness. All right, it's just a standard cold. I had a bit of a sore throat, a bit of a runny nose. That's about it. So just been bunged up yesterday. I wanted to make this video yesterday, but I couldn't. I couldn't even talk. But today I'm feeling a lot better, guys. So I wanted to make this video. Not 100%, but that doesn't matter. I just want to get this video done. So with that being said, guys, let's actually get straight into it. Number 1 habit is meditations. Okay, meditating has been a game changer for me. I started on and off back when I was at university. I never really took it seriously. I just did it because all my friends were woke and talking about it, and they were doing it as well, and they were like, oh yeah, I feel good and stuff. But I just wanted to fit in essentially. So I thought, you know what, let's check it out. Let's check out meditation. And it did help. I was a very sort of temperamental young man, I guess you could say, when I was at university, when I just turned 20, 21, 22. I was very short-tempered. I would get annoyed very quickly. I get triggered very easily. So having meditation actually helped me in many different ways. I was in a relationship at the time, a long-term relationship, and I would easily get into fights with my ex. So it was meditation allowed me to calm myself down at times, and it did help. It's just I never took it seriously enough, and I wasn't consistent enough. But I did start back then, and on and off until pretty much very recently. I went to a Tony Robbins event back in 2019, and then after that, I learned a couple of meditations that he does, and I started to implement those. They're about 15 minutes a day every morning. So I was doing that every morning for about 8-9 months, and it helped me. It helped me a lot. My brain was starting to get rewired again. I wasn't taking it as seriously. I felt like I was doing it after about 2 months. I felt like I was doing it because it was a chore. So I was just doing it for the sake of doing it. I wasn't present in the meditation. I wasn't feeling the feelings. I wasn't doing it properly. I just felt like, all right, cool, just done my meditation for the day, amazing. Just kind of ticking that box off. This is a big thing with meditating, guys. You don't want to be doing that. But for me, when I started to take it seriously, which was really in 2021, I think sort of May, June of 2021, I really started to take meditation seriously. I was like, you know what, I'm going to meditate every single day, and I'm not going to do it just so I can check the box off. I'm doing it because I really want to rewire my brain. I really want to wake up and feel gratitude. I want to feel like, you know, I'm rewiring my subconscious. I'm building this new self-image. I'm feeling that self-image of myself, and that just sounded weird. I'm feeling the feelings that my highest self would be feeling. You know, that best version of myself, that version of myself that wants to attract the goals and the people into my life, right? The things I want in my life, and the things into my life. So, you know, it was interesting because I started off with about 10 minutes, and then, you know, sometimes it's 15, 20. For me personally, I like interchanging. So sometimes maybe for a month I'll do one meditation, then the next month I'll do a different one. Sometimes it's just maybe even 2 weeks. I might get bored of it very quickly. And as soon as I find that happening, then I will move on to a separate one. Now, unless it's a very specific meditation that's helping you get a specific thing, such as maybe raising your vibration or elevating your consciousness, I would say you can chop and change. I mean, I've done multiple different gratitude meditations, which all helped in their own way. But there's one I'm doing now, which is helping me reprogram subconscious beliefs and obviously building that self-image. So I'm going to stick to that for a bit longer. I'm going to see if I can do maybe 2 to 3 months on that, or even just 21 days actually for myself, because this is something I've started very recently. So even if I can do it for 21 days, I know that there will be some changes. So again, whatever it is for you guys, meditating is a great topic. So yeah, check that one out. And by the way, guys, one thing I wanted to mention about meditating, I've actually got it written down. The things that meditation actually helps with, aside from just feeling good, it helps with your blood pressure. It helps with overcoming addictions. You know, I used to be a smoker, and ever since I started meditating, I stopped smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol. And I used to smoke weed every now and then as well. I stopped all of that ever since I started meditating. So overcoming addictions, and it helps with the neuroplasticity of the brain. What that essentially means is that your brain is more malleable. It's more malleable to be able to be given new thoughts, rewire, reprogram itself, right? So this is why I love meditating. Right, number 2, guys, cold showers. You're probably thinking, shit, you know, he said it, cold showers. I didn't want to hear that one. Every freaking guy who talks about habits on YouTube is talking about cold showers. It's true. There's a reason why, right? Now, I'm not going to say it helps you burn fat and you're going to lose 50 pounds by just taking a cold shower every day. No, it doesn't do that. It might in certain ways help you burn fat, but I don't believe I've seen a great benefit of that. It might help in some ways, shape or form, but honestly, I'm not going to go into the details of what it does on a cellular level, but it does help, right? Well, what I'm going to say, it does help, but it's not the end all be all, right? It's not the ultimate fat burner, so to speak. What it does help with is that it helps with mental toughness. It helped me personally with mental toughness. To this day, I don't enjoy it. I don't like taking a cold shower. It helped me. I've been doing this for about 6-7 months now, every single morning. I hate it. I don't like getting into that shower and turning it to cold. I hate when I've got the warm water on me and then I've got to switch it to cold, and then just like that the first 10 seconds where it's just so freezing cold, but it wakes you up. I don't like the process that much, but how I feel afterwards is fucking amazing, guys. I feel wide awake. I feel like my blood's just flowing around my body. And what that also does is, like, I don't want to do it, but I do it, right? It's the first thing. I get out of bed, I go into the shower, I take a cold shower. 30 seconds, minute, 2 minutes, whatever it is. Guys, what that does to your brain, tells your brain that we're fucking doing this. There is no question. If I say we're doing something, we're doing it. If you say to yourself, you're taking a cold shower, and you take that cold shower, no matter how much you don't want to do it, that will trickle into the rest of your day, because the first 20 minutes of the day and the last 20 minutes of the day, our subconscious mind is very open in those times, right? It's very open to receive information. And so whatever you do in those last 20 minutes and those first 20 minutes of the day can really shape your thinking. It can shape the rest of your day if you're doing it in the morning, or even the next day when you're doing it at night, or even maybe your dreams, right? So cold shower, you do that first thing within the first 20 minutes of your day, the rest of the day, watch. Over time, this took me some time. It didn't happen straight away for me. But over about a month, after about a month, should I say, I started to see myself taking action in things which I didn't want to take action in. I would think less and overthink. I would just go and do it. And that was absolutely beneficial for me in so many different ways. All right, so cold showers, number 2. Number 3, guys, daily workouts, right? This is a very simple one, guys. I'm not going to go too much into this. We all know what working out does for us. It helps us feel better. It releases endorphins, serotonin, all of these different chemicals that are very feel-good chemicals, but they're not like dopamine hits. They linger. You know, whenever you come back from the gym, you always feel much better. You feel alive. You feel energetic. You feel happy. You feel relaxed, because that's what exercise does for you. So daily workouts. Ever since I started implementing daily workouts, I go to the gym almost every day. Train for about an hour a day, sometimes an hour and a half, and it's really helped me. It's really helped me in so many different ways. It's anchored me in the gym. For me personally, the gym is an anchor. If I've had a shit day and I hit the gym and I come back, I feel much better. If I feel tired, if I don't feel like doing anything, I go hit the gym. I come back, feel 10 times better. I feel so good. I'm like, all right, let's get it. So now I've started to. I hit the gym in the morning as much as I possibly can, because doing it in the morning, it just sets the tone for the day. It's like I wake up, do that cold shower, meditation and whatnot, hit the gym, and then I come back and now my day starts. And then I can get my shit done. And I've got some of the hard bits out of the way, so let me get some of the hard bits in my business out of the way, potentially. And it's helped a lot. All right. So whether you're working full time or you got your own business, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way to start your day. Daily workouts. Right, number 4, guys, clean eating. For me, this was a huge one as well, because I started to develop something called insulin resistance. If you don't know what that is, you can research it. I'm not going to go into the scientificness of it, if that's even a word. I'm not going to go into the science of it. Having a right meal plan, for me personally, for my body personally, helped me so much. And you don't need a personal trainer. You don't need a nutritionist. You just need to go on YouTube and you need to just search what's right for you. You need to understand. First, you need to get real with yourself. First, you're going to need to want it a lot. You're going to need to want to change your eating habits and your lifestyle habits. I personally cut out sugar for about 4 weeks now. I'm on a ketogenic diet, which helps reverse insulin resistance. It helps people who are diabetic or pre-diabetic. Not that I am. To be fair, I didn't get it checked, but I definitely knew my insulin resistance was very high. Essentially what that means, guys, is if you have a lot of carbs, your body just stores it as fat. It doesn't actually use it as fuel. What do we get taught in the bodybuilding world and the workout world? Eat loads of carbs, have low fat, eat 5 meals a day. No, it doesn't work for me. It hasn't worked for a lot of people. I'm not going to sit here and preach that. Again, that's not my place. There's many channels for that. But ketogenic diet helped me lose about 10 pounds in about 4 weeks, or 12 pounds in about 4 weeks. And only about 2 or 3 pounds of that was water weight. The rest of it was pure body fat. And I've been eating a lot of calories. I've been eating, a lot of fats, eggs, cheese and chicken, just a lot of salads, a lot of course with that. And I felt absolutely amazing, guys. And I'm telling you, whatever clean eating is for you, if you are that person that processes carbs very well, then have that carb diet, but just make sure it's a clean diet. You're eating good organic foods. That's the most important thing I can say. Organic foods, clean foods, not the shit from the supermarket that's got just like, if you're going to get cheese, for example, make sure it's like grass-fed, grass-finished. Meat, grass-fed, grass-finished. If you've heard of something called halal meat or halal meat, that is for my Muslim brothers and sisters. If you're watching, halal meat is grass-fed, grass-finished, and obviously the animals are raised very well. A lot of these commercially raised animals get fed, hormones, and you're eating that. It's in the meat, and you're eating that. So you don't want to be doing that. You want to make sure that the animals grass-fed, grass-finished, raised properly. Right, number 5, guys. This one. This one has probably been one of the biggest changes for me, right? You give a man food that he loves, and you give a man sex, he will forget all of his dreams and all of his goals. And so the fifth one is quitting porn. Quit watching porn. Quit watching other people have sex. Quit scrolling on Instagram and looking at all these Instagram models. Guys, I'm talking to you. Instagram models that are fucking flashing their asses and their tits and making it into essentially Pornhub 2.0. Quit jerking it off. Quit stroking it. Right? I'm not going to go into the details of it because, again, I could make one video for how each of these are very, very beneficial. But what I will say, not only the physical effects of more testosterone and more energy, more focus, but the dopamine effects that jacking off, masturbation, watching porn has on your brain is ridiculous. Especially our generation, the millennials, Gen Z, we have access. When I was 14, I had access to it. I could just search it. It was on my phone, it was on my iPad, it was on my iPhone, it was on my blimmin' iPod, right? My laptop. I could just search it. It was there, it was everywhere, right? The dopamine, what it does to your brain is ridiculous. The amount of dopamine you release when you jack off and the amount of dopamine you release when you watch porn is ridiculous, right? And what it starts to do is that it starts to make you feel more depressed. Why do you think people who have an addiction towards something like heroin, they crave nothing but it? Nothing else in the world makes them happy apart from having more heroin or more cocaine. It triggers so much dopamine in your brain. It's the same thing with porn. Everyone is watching. People aren't going after meaningful relationships anymore. It's just like, how many girls can I bang? You know, when can I have my threesome? These pathetic fantasies that are glued to the minds of all of us who are in the generation of millennials and Gen Z, so much so that it's taken our power away from us and we can't focus on what really matters in life. We can't focus on our health. We can't focus on our goals. We can't focus on finding and building meaningful relationships with people and with the opposite sex and actually finding an intimate relationship that we can be a part of, all because we have all of these pathetic, unrealistic fantasies that are playing on our mind because of the fact that we are watching porn. Shit helped me so much. I feel like more of a better person. I don't feel guilty. I have my dignity. I have my integrity. I say I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fucking do it. I haven't done it for a long time. And I feel absolutely amazing. You know, the what it does to the brain. I mean, I feel more grateful. I feel more abundant. I feel more thankful. I feel more, you know, smaller things make me happy in life now, which is a lot better. So I feel happier. And that's better when you're going after your goals. It's better when you're working on becoming a better version of yourself because you're feeling better, you're feeling happier. And remember, Neville Goddard said that feeling is the secret. Number 6, reading or listening to a podcast for 30 minutes a day. Guys, if you focus on one subject and you spend 30 minutes a day on it, 30 minutes a day for 5 years, you will become an absolute expert and master in that one subject. It's what John C. Maxwell said in one of his interviews, I think. You know, if you don't know who he is, he's a leading pioneer in leadership. You know, leadership in businesses, leadership in life. So he's got, I think, over 100 leadership books that he's written. And he's a great individual, great person, great speaker, great author. Definitely would recommend consuming his material. That's what he said. He said, spend every day, focus on one subject every day for 5 years. You will become an expert in that subject. All right, number 7, journaling. All right, for me, guys, journaling has been an absolute game changer because I used to be an overthinker. You know, I used to think quite a lot and I used to overthink things a lot. I used to get overwhelmed when carrying out certain tasks. I used to make things bigger than they are, right? I'm sure you know someone like that, you know, maybe intimately. Maybe you see them in the mirror every morning when you brush your teeth, right? Everyone's like that, or most people are like that. And it's okay, right? We feel overwhelmed, we make things bigger than they are, sometimes we overthink. It's part of being human, right? So for me, if you are like that, like if you do find yourself overthinking a lot, if you do find yourself, you know, feeling overwhelmed very easily, the best thing to do is to get a pen and paper and just write down how you're feeling. Write down your thoughts, write down what's going through your mind. And then when you can see it in front of you, it makes you feel 10 times better because you can look at it almost from a third person's point of view, right? In meditation, this is what we actually do, right? We sit there and observe our thoughts from like a third person's point of view because thoughts are just thoughts. So when you get your thoughts out onto a piece of paper, you can look at that in a third person point of view and look at that and say, hey, I was feeling this, that, and the third. And to be honest, just reading that back, that's complete bullshit. What's the truth? I know I could do this. I know I can start this business. I know I can ask that girl out, ask that guy out. I know I can, whatever it is, you know, it just makes that thought go away. Almost, you almost just let it go afterwards. Journaling has helped me, personal journaling for just personal life stuff, but also for my businesses. You know, especially with trading, I do a lot of journaling with trading. How the day has gone, how the trading has gone. If I felt like I had a bad day trading, you know, I took a few losses. Why did I take those losses? What was going through my mind? What was my language? What was I saying to myself? You know, I'm treating my trading like a business. So part of that was journaling, and it's helped me. In 6 months of doing it, it's rewired my brain. Bonus habit number 8, right? We can say it's number 8, but you know what? I'm just going to say it's a bonus habit. And the bonus habit or the bonus tip is making a habit of making habits. The reason I said this is going to tie up all 7 habits together is because the biggest thing you need to do after this video is that you need to start making a habit of making habits. You need to commit to that first. Now, I know commitment's a long word, a big word, a scary word, but honestly, you just need commitment. I'm not asking you to commit to a full-time relationship, right? I'm asking you just to commit to making more habits in your life, making more empowering habits in your life. And the best way to do that is by implementing these day by day, right? Start with one, right? I didn't start with all of these at once. No. You heard me going through this video today. I was starting these bit by bit. I started building these habits one by one. I remember, like, for example, meditation has obviously always been there. Cold showers came recently. Daily workouts was on and off with working out, but recently started to work out daily. Clean eating, that's always been there, but not to the extent I'm doing it now. Obviously, quitting porn I tried that so many times. But recently, I just went for it, and it's, again, been a game changer. Journaling started that 6 months ago, right? So I dropped these in at different points in my life. So just pick one, or forget these. If you don't feel like these work for you, pick your own one. I guarantee if you do choose one of these, it will completely change your life. And with that being said, guys, appreciate you tuning in today. If you found anything of value from this video, guys, please hit the like button. If there's something in particular which you wanted me to talk more about, or which you liked, or which you want to ask a question about, drop those questions in the comment section, guys, because I will be able to answer them either on the comment section, or even I could make a video about it. Right? So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all tuning in, and until the next one, much love. Thank you very much. Peace out.